This is Mission Control. We are getting ready for liftoff. All right. Hey everybody, this is Simeon Ambergy with PraiseTracks.com. And it's time for liftoff. Well, it's good to see everybody. It's good to see Home and Fabian and Will and Yves Boulet. Good to see my friends today on a very interesting live stream. And it's Saturday. And normally Saturday at this time, I know I would be watching John Limcool at Plugin Guru's live stream, but he is visiting with family and friends today, and you know that is so important to keep connected with our family. Every day is precious, and so big shout out to John, and hope he gets has a wonderful time with his family. And so we are getting ready to just to have some fun today. We're going to be taking a look at several things today, and you know, as you know how things roll. You know how things roll. And if it's your first time on the stream, make sure you subscribe and click on those notifications. I am so excited that we are edging ever closer to that 10,000 mark. And I have to say this, it's because of all of you believing in the channel, supporting the channel, giving me inspiration and encouragement to keep going. And I've got to remember to keep my water break. And you notice that one of my power cores went down. I went to fire up, so we've got auxiliary power running in the background. But let's just kick things off with with our first library. And, you know, make sure, you know, that you're in the chat. If you've, you know, got any questions, super chats, and all that good stuff are there. And Brian, it's good to see you. And, you know, yeah, big shout out to Skippy. And so let's see, the first thing that we're going to look at today. Wow. Okay. So this is, I'm going to go ahead and do this. So the first thing we're going to take a look at today is from Best Service and Sonuscore, and that is Elysion II. Now, this is an update from their original Elysion that is really a kind of like a hybrid thing where they've taken like synths and orchestral sounds and created these amazing textures. And of course, coming from Sonuscore, it's going to be moving. It's going to be moving and having a lot of really cool animations and textures with that. So what we're going to do, we're just going to play through this and explore things together. Now, if you have any previous Sonuscore Orchestra products, then I think they offer crossgrades. If you have the original Elysion, I think the price to go to Elysion II is like $39. So it's a fantastic opportunity to see what's going on. So let's dive right in and just kind of blast off with this. So here it is, and you can see it's a little familiar. But what they've done, they've incorporated the new browser. They're doing a new browser type of thing in their Orchestra series and as well as the Elysion series. The cool thing is that if you want to go back to the Elysion original, you've got it there. And another thing that you can do is hold on to your original Elysion folder, and I've got it pulled up here. So if you really like that workflow in the original, just keep it and rename the folder like they tell you in the instructions, because the browser in the original Elysion is a little different, and some people might like that a little better. But let's go back to Elysion II. Go back to Elysion II, and let's just kind of see what's going on. Okay, here we go. Are you guys ready? This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to make sure. And the crazy thing before, man, it's just like, yeah, but yeah, you know what's going on. Okay, here we go. I'm going to just pull up some of the serious patches, and let's just browse for Elysion II content. And that's what you can do. You can highlight what you want to browse, even like the character, the tempos, and that type of thing. So let's just go to Taming Beasts with Elysion II. And right away, you hear that signature Sonuscore. And the mod wheel is your friend when you're working with any of the Sonuscore libraries, especially for expression. Now, I'm going to pull it all the way down, and we're going to push it up. And going through some of these patches, it's like I'm noticing that it's a really little percussive and a little moving than the Elysion 1. The original Elysion was more a fluid and flowing type of thing. This is a little more aggressive. So let's go to Orion, ready for takeoff. And you'll notice like the keyboard zones, the green zone on the keyboard is what they recommend that you play. That's their recommended playable zone. Of course, you can play outside of that, but to get the best out of the animations with where they place the octaves and that type of thing. So I'm just going to see, and that's the thing too. I'm always wanting to put more than one finger, but let's just try that. Because there's so much going on. hear it getting more aggressive. Now, what I love, I mean, I know you're supposed to play in the green zone, but I am hearing some very, very cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff happening down here, down in this low end. Right there. That is big. And having that expression like that, to be able to just ease in and out of that and just have that control is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. Wow. I tell you, it's so cool. It is so cool to hear those fat synths and that low end, and then you've got the sparkling on the top. It just kind of dances, which I think is so cool. So let's keep going. I've got all kinds of ideas going off as we're taking through some of these. And okay. So they've got different tempos. You've got 4/4, 3/4, 6/8, 5/8, and 7/8. So this Orion ready for takeoff is in 5/8. So let's take a listen. And it also picks up the tempo from your DAW, and I'm at 118 right now. So let's check out takeoff in 5/8. And you've got that glide. Now it might affect it if your DAW tempo's in 4/4, but it's cool that they give you these really crazy tempo things. So this is Orion Extreme Heat, and let's pull that up. Yeah, Extreme Heat, and it's been in the 30s here at home. So and we're trying to get the fireplace. It's always something. We're trying to get the fireplace going. Okay, so there's some guitars in here. Very cool. I've got to do something with this. So let me lay down something. Let me just lay down something here. Yeah, that should be good. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to pull up, let's go ahead and pull up the Orchestra Essentials. Let me see if I can load that. Let me see if I can load that in here. So I've dropped it in here. So let's pull up the original Elysion, and let me pull up the Orchestra Essentials. And Orchestra Essentials is fabulous. I mean, for $99, you have such a powerful orchestral core, and so we've got a little GUI because I guess I've got a lot of stuff going on here, and so let's just take a look at this. Now I'm going to close this back and see if we can refresh the GUI. Here we go. Now this is the Orchestra Essentials, and I'm gonna see. Okay, I'm just gonna pull it up with just what comes up, here. So this is Under Pressure, and this is the first thing that comes up when you pull up the Orchestra Essentials. Hey, listen, we're diving in. We're getting in deep already, but it's fun. That's what I love to do. So here we go. We'll just let that run a little bit. Listen to how that works together. Wow, it's over already. It's over already. Let me pull up something else from the Orchestra Essentials. Let's do Calling the Guardians. Or Burning Skies. Yeah, let's just do Burning Skies. Okay, let's go back to this. Yeah, I mean, it was over. It was already over. So let's go back and just lay something else down with Burning Skies from the Orchestra Essentials. It's crazy. That's what we get with the hybrid stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool because you've got you've got the orchestral elements fused in with the and I'm just going to save that while we're here. But let's listen to that together again. Yeah. And that brass. Yeah, I agree, home. Just very quickly being able to pull something together like that. Yeah, that is just like already ready for just like an underscore for something. And I can imagine Eves with like Unify, popping this into Unify with all of that. It would just be crazy. It's crazy. Okay, so let's go back to Elysion II. But I think with the Orchestra Essentials, they just really wrap the best of the larger packages into something so cool and accessible which I think is really cool. If you don't have the orchestra and Elysion, see that those two things are meant for each other because they really complement each other well. Listen to that. Those glides and those really huge synth textures. So let's go back. And there's so many. I think there's like 470 different instruments here. And I like it that they group them into like constellations and spheres. And let's go to Antares. This is a hit, Distant Curiosity. And then you get the individual instruments too. So if you don't have to have the animations going. Let's see what we've got going on here. So this is like a playable. Yeah. Yeah, let me see if I can reset this. Yeah. I've got a hanger-oner. Yeah, when you're running so many different things, it's easy to kind of, here, let's see. Let's just kind of reset, let's just kind of reset this real quick and see. Let me reload Elysion II in here. Cool. Yeah, you know, it's like the guy juggling the plates. That's what I always feel like when we're doing these live streams. Okay, now here we go. Let me go back up to Antares. Okay, and I've muted that. There we go. You've got five different sound sources available to you for this. So that's what we're hearing here. You've got noble gases, melting strontium, little star, and if we solo these, okay, let's see, let's solo it. Yeah. And then the effects, each has an effect on there. You've got EQ, filters, delays, and that type of thing. So it's really cool. You know, Tony, Elysion I is also included in here. And let me show you, we can get back to the main, and we'll go on the browser, and you'll see that you've got filters. You've got Elysion, Elysion II. So we can click on just Elysion, and then this will show us exactly what was in the original Elysion. The browser is a little different, but let's just go ahead and just pull up one of the original Elysion sounds, the Terra. Yeah. So the hits are like playables, just like you can, yeah. They use different sound sources in Elysion I, and so let's see if we can do some more. Let's do a pad, and we can kind of hear the different. It's more organic. As far as Terra being the Earth, it's a little more organic in the planets. So Elysion 1 kind of goes through spheres and planets, while Elysion 2 is constellations and a little fiery. And now this has got, this has some, sounds like water. Very cool. Now this is from Elysion 1. And again, the mod wheel is your friend. You hear how that opens it up. Beautiful. Just beautiful textures and sounds. Hey, Book, so you just got the update yesterday, but we'll kind of give you a chance to listen to it. And Theory, good to see you. And man, my pleasure. It's my pleasure. And Alejandro, great to see you. And it's such a pleasure to be able to do this and have fun with all you guys. Okay, so let's go back to Elysion II. And, you know, once you get used to the browser, it's very cool. So let's just go to Elysion II and let's click on the character aggressive. And let's go to 4/4. And, oh, man. Okay, so, okay, you got pads. Let's go to Cosmic Beast. And so, okay, so what I just did, it was 4/4 aggressive, and then Cosmic Storm. That's what we got. I think I was reading the beast from the underneath. So let's just check this out. This is a pad. Let's see. See, it's instant. Now I'm going to go for the bottom end. Now let's fire up the... Just love that. To have that dynamic like that. Now let's go back. I've got to try this. That is amazing. Yeah, and that's the interface doing that. It pulls you in and it gives you a visual of how that sound is doing. It's incredible. And Theory, thanks for subscribing. You are getting us ever closer to that 10,000, and that's fantastic. So I've got to do this. I'm going to pull up the Orchestra Essentials again. No, that's okay. Yeah, I love it. So let's pull up, let's pull this up, the Essentials again. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to link these two tracks together in Cakewalk. Okay, so what this will allow me to do is use the orchestral and the Burning Skies from, well, you got Burning Skies from the Orchestra Essentials, and you've got the Cosmic Storm from Elysion II. So you've got those orchestral sounds going on. Uh-oh, let's see. And when you pull up the mod wheel on the Orchestra Essentials, the brass and the high strings come in, and then the distortion from Elysion II comes in. Okay, so let me just let you see everything that's going on here. That's the power of this. It's you can't have one without the other. Well, you can, but it's only half as fun. But that's the power of just being able to pair these two together. So let me just kind of spread these out. Spread out. Okay, I'm gonna pull the mod wheel down, and let's go to the main here. And push it. Listen to that. Oh my goodness, that is incredible. It's so incredible. I've got to share something while we're in this mood. Man, oh, it'll give me a chance to take a quick water break. See what I'm telling you? And I honestly get so excited about this because I'm experiencing this with you, and that's why I love doing these live, because I'm pulling some things up for the first time, putting things together, and just seeing how powerful and fun these libraries are. It's such an adventure. So just it's such an adventure. Oh, so this is kind of a fun thing I'm going to share with you guys. So as those of you who've been watching the channel, you know that my wife and I, back in August of this year, 2021, celebrated our 35th wedding anniversary. And it's so cool because Dune, the new version of Dune, came out this year. And I think the original Dune was in 1984. And I actually saw that original Dune. I've not seen the new one yet. It's pretty crazy. But it was kind of funny because I had the Dune soundtrack on a cassette. And when back in '86 is when my wife and I got married, and the multi-track that I had was 2 cassette players. You would play one and play one through a mixer, record that output on another cassette. You would take that tape out, put it into machine number 1, play that back, and add. So you were stacking tracks in real time, and each time you do it, the quality would just, the noise would just build up and build up. But I just want to share something really funny with you. Well, it's not funny. It's really kind of cool. And then we'll talk about it. So I'll be right back. Check this out.
A beginning is a very delicate time.
If I speak in tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I'm only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, And if I have faith that can move mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my body to the flames, but have not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. And now, these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love.
So that was just so cool, and I had an old Akai sampler, and I took that sound from that drop, first drop, and then I took it and I looped that section that it settled in, and that was just so amazing. And then my wife was reading the 1 Corinthians 13, and it was so funny because I was using a Radio Shack cassette player, and it changed the pitch. But I found the original, and that's what I did this edit with. But the Radio Shack tape player caused her voice to sound up 3 or 4 steps. It sounded like she was a little girl, and she heard that, heard it for like the first time back in the back before she came out. It was like, oh my gosh, it is crazy. It's crazy, but so much fun, and a beginning is a very delicate time. And Yvonne, Bilan, thank you for subscribing. And so Dune premiered in 1984 on December 3rd. It's really cool. And BF, I love doing that. I love reading scripture and unpacking things with music. It's amazing. Yeah, Tony. I mean, I had all of those little discs and the rack and everything, and it was like, we don't realize we're talking about 20 gigs and 200 gig libraries, and you only had like 2 seconds or something that you could sample, and it was 12-bit. I mean, it was insane what we had to work with back then, and that's what makes me so appreciate these amazing instruments. So I think, so Jeffrey, you said something about that this would sound good with strings, orchestral strings. And that's kind of what I was doing with stacking this. Let me see if we can, I'm going to just pull. Now let me just see with this, with strings. Now it's the cool thing. See, the Orchestra Essentials usually has the same types of things where we can browse through categories. And let's see. Let's do strings mixed. Okay, strings mixed, violins. I wonder if we've got a full section. Okay, let's just do. So this is the violin sustain. Now let's bring in another pad from Elysion II. Celestial Minute. Okay, yeah, Celestial Minutes. Menace. Now, let me just let you listen to the Elysion II. Just thick and rich. And then you push the mod wheel up and it brings the sparkle and the So what we'll do, let's take that and layer it with the strings. And here we go. I like to go down. Now let's do the whole orchestra. Now this is okay. So good. Again, that is extraordinary to be able to, when you're layering both of these together. I think that's Star Trek, isn't it? But see, that's the full sustain from the Essentials, and then when you layer it with one of these crazy pads, broken spaceship effects. Let's just hear what that sounds like with this. Okay. That's bizarre. Yeah, that's bizarre. Oh man. Okay, so let's just do let's do some more. Let's do Mysterious and Emerging Starlight with the strings. I kind of like that. And Michael, so good to see you. And then Fabian, thank you so much. And yeah, it's just like I can see the Enterprise on, I guess, like on the next gen, the movies, that like Star Trek the movie, and Eves. It's always a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for all the fantastic support. Oh yeah, listen to this. This is Emerging Starlight pad, and I've got the strings full sustain from the Orchestra Essentials 2. see, that's the thing, and I think that's what we're going to take away from this today. So you get that pulsing from the starlight, and then you've got those lush strings. Okay, let's go to full staccato on the strings. Yeah, now listen to how that changes the mood. We're overloading the engines, Captain. We need more power. We need more power. More power, Captain. We need to put some more dilithium crystals in there. Yeah, so I'm looking at the CPU meters on both of these engines, and I'm hitting it. I'm hitting it pretty hard because I'm pushing. Just in Elysion II, the CPU is just like 30, and then they're coming around again. But see, listen to that. The staccatos just give that urgency. And then the Elysion II just adds the drama. Now, I'm just going to turn this down. This is kind of cool. Yeah, so that's what Elysion II is bringing to the table, which is just so incredible. You get five engines going here, and there's nothing like seeing the Star Trek movies in the theater. We saw Wrath of Khan in the theater, and it was so much fun. And then dynamics, the velocity, you can just hear when I'm digging into that, I can just kind of lay back. Wow. might have to turn R2D2. I really, yeah, don't, look away, look away. Yeah, man. Okay, so while we're doing this, let's just pull up some brass, the full sustain on the brass. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm hearing it just kind of getting on the edge of exploding. It's like, no, please, please, please. Yeah. And when, man, that is just so cool. It is so cool. I love that. See, because what happens is you're playing this stuff, and then what's going on with Elysion II, it just kind of sneaks. It kind of sneaks in on you. Yeah, see, listen how that. And then, of course, the velocity. I love what the velocity is doing. Now, what I'm going to do, because this keyboard, the SL88, has just such a delicate touch to it. And a lot of times I'll increase the velocity of the MIDI track going in about 13 to 15. Now see how much brighter and aggressive that is? Down, and Elysion II comes boom. Man, I don't know. And I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed with the Orchestra Essentials when I'm going through this. And pulling it up, because again, this is a $99 orchestral library that just, to me, it just doesn't skimp on the quality of the content. These full brass ensembles like this, that stuff like that is just so cool. Okay, man. Yeah, we'll keep it. Let's see. Yeah, and then when you know what I'm doing. I'm telling you, oh my gosh. Man, that is fun. That is fun. You know, yeah, Halvard, it's just, it's kind of cool. I'd like to, I want to be able to, get some things going. Hopefully, Lord willing, I want to pull some things together for Christmas. And but let's just take a couple of looks at, yeah, just go to Orion. Okay, so I've still get that linked. So let's just go back to this. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Just some cool pulses and things. And let's see, I've got mysterious and aggressive. Let's just keep some more, let's just keep it kind of mysterious here. This is Remote Planet, and this is a pad. Very nice. Okay, let's just do a couple more, because there's so much that we can do. So okay, so let's see, we've got pulses and 16ths. Let's just do, this is cheerful. Let's do Antares following. Let me try something else. Yeah, it's got those things just swelling in, and peaceful scenery. So it sounds like some felt, yeah, it's got felt piano. Felt piano and that's really nice. That is so cool. And yeah, make sure that you check the Elysion II out. It is just amazing. Yeah, yeah, BF. So you can take the drag and drop MIDI. That's so when the transport's running, it will. So let me see if I can do this. I'm going to fast forward through the track that we just did. And let me see if I can show you how to do that. So let's enable, well, let's just play this. Let's just play it back. Let's just play it and see what happens. I'm going to start the transport right there and put a marker there so I'll know where. Just call it here. And let's just kind of start playing. Okay, let me try it again. So when the transport starts, you'll see this little icon start to circle, and that is because it's picking up information from the MIDI keyboard. Now we'll stop, and you'll see that the icon is solid again. Now what we can do now is take, I'm going to drop it right there So you take and click on that icon, drag it, and you'll see that it turns into a MIDI clip. And it looks like it's multiple, it looks like it turns, yeah. So it's like, it's the parts. So it splits out the parts for you. So so you can assign the different tracks to the different parts that it generates. So each part will create its own track when you drag and drop it like that. So we've got 4 parts, and you drag and drop, and you've got 4 MIDI tracks that are dropped in there, which I think is pretty nifty. Pretty nifty. So I'm going to undo paste. Yeah, so it's just like copying and pasting like that. So cool. So make sure you check out the links in the description for that. And so while we're here, I want to show you a new library that is from Steinberg. It is a library for HALion and HALion Sonic, and it's called Materials, Metal and Ice. And this is kind of unusual because they've actually taken instruments and pickups and different things and frozen them, and you know, that's pretty crazy. So we're just going to take a quick look at this, and it's designed so they've been partnering with a lot of different companies. You know, I know Acoustic Samples has partnered with them for a couple of guitars, that an T guitar. If you're familiar with that library for HALion, it's on special to through November. But this is another company that they partnered with, Magnetic, and we're going to see and hear. We're going to hear with our, see with our ears. So let's just check this out. And if HALion will behave, a lot of times when I'm working with HALion and OBS, the way that the graphics and things are captured, it's a little interesting. So let's see. There you are. And I've just got HALion in like the performance view. It gives you some different views. But let's just, I'm going to look at the patch browser, and beautiful, let's just see. Yeah, you've got all of these different categories here. So let's just go to, yeah, there's so much in here. Beautiful Darkness, $20.99. I'm just going to pull up first thing that hits. And you've got 4 different sound sources. They've got some really beautiful brass. Same thing goes on with this. You can control it with the mod wheel. Yes, Reed, it does have a an introductory price. I think it's $119, and through November. Well, it may run longer than that, but the links are in the description. And it's so good to see you, my friend. Just really appreciate you and all the work that you do, and being a friend. It's great to have a friend like Reed. Good to see you. You know, the thing that surprised me about this library was that the brass was so cool. So this is Baroque brass tapes. Let's just listen to that. Okay, so it's kind of got like a little keyboard and brass, and you can see that each one has different effects sections, and they've got like a motion engine. So let's just keep going with some more of these. They've got chromatic percussion with some bells. They've got like the e-pianos and dulcitones. And imagine just freezing like different instruments and sampling how they sound. It's good to see Sonny. Good to see you, man. And I think laser harps are very cool. That's a cool idea. Yeah, and the mod wheel will get you into some more. And then we've got this, let's just see what we've got. You've got the 4 different zones and the ARP. Yeah, you know, HALion is a really powerful engine. So this is bowed metal. See, it's just got a different feel to it. I love the different things going on inside of the sound. That's kind of nice. Okay, let's keep going. Let's just listen to the brass because this is unusual that they've got the orchestral brass along with these really interesting sound design patches. So this is. Oh, let me see something here. Let me see what's going on. Okay, so yeah, so we've got. I still got Elysion linked to it. I was wondering what was going on. Let me make sure I don't have anything else. Yeah. So this is just. Yes. Yes. So the HALion libraries, it's so cool because they do run on the free HALion player. And Sonic Atoms is another one of the companies that I really enjoy on the HALion platform. And they have just signed partnership with Steinberg to feature more of their products on Steinberg and on the HALion engine. Yeah, it's really cool. Now let me go back. I did, Elysion II snuck in there, and I wanted just to see. Yeah, it's just nuts. So frozen prepared piano. It's we've just got so much that we can pull from. That's a fat sound. Dramatic. It's all of the imperfections, all of the strangeness that that goes on with these. Frozen glitch and fluttering metal keys. Yes, so Sonic Atoms has extended their sale a little bit longer through this weekend, so make sure you check it out. They also have some Omnisphere libraries as well, so that's really nice. Okay. Jazz Dude's in the house. It's good to see you, man. Always get Sherlock when I'm doing those really weird percussive keys like this. Listen to all the craziness going on in there. That's some crazy stuff going on in there. Okay, so let's see. Eroded staccati. So it's got some brass. And having the brass in there gives it a little warmth. So you've got the warmth of the metal, of the brass, and then the iciness of the really weird metal stuff. So Electric Synth 1981. Oh, that was a good year. So we've got 16-bit, let's see, 10-bit. That gets crazy. And when you look at the website, you see that they use dry ice to up against the metals and different things to get just get things, the meltiness or whatever, just the way the metal changes, and it's an interesting thing. You gotta think outside of the box sometimes, because there's so many things out there already, and it's interesting to see a different approach sometimes. So this is Endless Ice Rain. Little tubular bells. That's interesting. The tubular bells. And let's see. Let's just check out some more. Frozen robot talk. Ooh, let's see. That's strange. Yeah, we go from the sublime to the grit and the strange from this. Let's see, musical effects, and we've got some motion. Let's check out some motion. The Verge. Yeah, it's a little different. And again, that's the thing about developers. Will, it's like every developer has their signature thing, and it's like they're really going for something really kind of strange and weird with some of these patches. And it's like for just the little seasonings and this. Sometimes you need a little strangeness. Sometimes. But I think the highlight for me in this library is the brass section that they included in this. Yeah, hanging off of a big giant clock there. Yeah, it's crazy. So this is just like. So these are some random. Hey, Rezi, good to see you from Sri Lanka. And my good friend Urs, man, can't wait to see Roads Affair 3 is coming. It's coming in the new year. Yeah, it's really cool. Okay, so let's just check a couple more things out with this. And it's got some E-piano. We did the prepared E-piano. And then sound effects. We've got some sound effects here. Ice Smashers. I can't imagine. Just a very cool, unique sounds, that you can only get icing on top. Yeah, so kind of cool. And I think we're using some of the, yeah, it's granular. We got some granular synthesis going on here in the arpeggiator. Got a step sequencer. Let's see. Yeah, there's so much going on in here. I see Breaking Impact here. We like to watch the How Ridiculous guys, and they're always, you know, seeing how many glass panes they can break with an arrow or with the whatever. It's just they are crazy. So Ancient Cave. Now this is like in the synth comp. Now this is using all four of the different zones. Remco, welcome from the Netherlands. Beautiful, beautiful country. And thank you so much for your kind words. I appreciate it. I'm going to keep doing what I can. There we go. It's incredible. It's incredible. I'm just like, just the sounds just kind of bring up different type of things. Boeing electric metal. Yeah, they're Boeing buckets of ice. Yeah, it's really, they really have some cool things going on here. Let's see what we've got. Let's just try a couple of pianos here. The Calling, and yeah, that's the thing about a lot of libraries is when they're doing a lot of multi-processing, granular synthesis and stuff, it just hits the CPU. Incredible. Okay. Lots of stuff going on here. Yeah. Yeah, you know, we've got some talk about you know, Harold Lloyd and playing, you know, we're talking about like these multi-instrumentalists. We've got these workstations and everything, but the guy that was sitting behind the organ, the Wurlitzer, the mighty Wurlitzer, I actually saw one of those really full theater organs with the real instruments, the drums and everything that was inside of this restaurant. It was, I mean, so you're talking about the original Unify. Those guys, they were pulling it all together in real time, watching what was going on. And, you know, look at where we've come. And it is just like we've got to never forget the musicianship and what brought us to this point. It is amazing. So yeah, so BF. Now the ultimate experience is we had this experience a couple of times seeing Star Wars on film while the orchestra was playing along with the soundtrack. Now that is just that is pretty crazy. That is crazy. It just takes you into a whole different dimension. So so I thought while we're here, you know, and again, all the links are going to be down in the description below for Frozen. Let's see, what are we even talking about here? Yeah, metal and ice. Yeah, metal and ice. And so, but let's. I just want to share just a couple of more things with you guys. And if you've got any questions while we're still live, please let me know. But we've been talking a lot lately about SoundPaint. And SoundPaint's been a really interesting thing. It's just kind of come on the scene here, and just very interesting. And I just had the opportunity to download the Rhodes and the Commodore 64, and so I thought I would just show you a little bit about that. It's just really fun. It's a fun platform. So so I've got the Rhodes pulled up, and Chappie, good to see you. And the funny thing, you know, I did that crazy Spain thing. Now I can play. Now I can play it. It was like during the live stream, I was like, "Oh my gosh!" but that the Rhodes just really kind of pulled it out of me. And I watched a guy a bass tutorial on that lick, and I kept watching that over and over again until. Yeah, but that's what I mean, here we go again. It's just such a fun. What I like about SoundPaint so far is is just the immediacy of it. I mean, it's just it's playable right away, and it's just amazing. But let's look at the C64, and it's under the chiptune category. And I downloaded both the C64 and the Ultra Deep sample. But you know, the Ultra Deep sample is like 30,000 samples. I'm just going to pull up the first patch. It's called Sonic Adventure. This was created from the SID stations that used the original SID chips from the Commodore 64. This is that original SID chip just had 3 oscillators, and the music that they were able to produce for those video games on 64 kilobytes of memory, not megabytes, 64K. We've got a lot of effects going on here. We've got some digital distortion, chorus, the shimmer verb is in here. Let's bypass the effects. That's a cool idea. Yeah, this is bypassed. And it changes. Now let's pop the some of the effects back on. And that's another thing about SOUNDPAINT is the effects are really cool. Now you listen to see what that, it takes that and fattens it up. Okay, let's just see. This is like an ARP. That's pretty neat. Yeah. So let's see. Oh yeah. It's just those pure tones and ARP drain. The arpeggiator. Yeah. Listen to that. Listen to that. It's just bit crushing and that's crazy. Okay, let's see. Let's do this. Okay, so this is kind of like, so this is playing like a chord progression. Yeah, see? Yeah, it's incredible, but how much they've put in this. Yeah. High score. That's cool. So this is humming bits. It's got a ladder filter on there. But it's like those real crazy old school sounds and but now we've got them with all of this extra stuff going on. And look at the list. Look at the list of these presets here. I mean, it just goes on and on. And that's why I'm glad that we can favor stuff. So the orange titles are the ones that introduce the morphing. So now we can morph, so it's taken the chiptune 64, this oscillator, and this oscillator, and we can take it and we can morph these two together. So that's just this oscillator here, and now we can take it into the other. Yeah, just crazy. So now this is, I favored this one for some reason. Let's just see what we got. Yeah, that's got more of that. Now let's take the effects off, just so we can hear the unprocessed sound. It's the pulse width modulation. And one of the machines that they used had 2 SID chips in there, so they could do stereo sampling from that. You know, so the SID was 2, so you could do stereo with that. Yeah. If you're into chip tunes and that stuff, it's a gold mine for that. It's just got that unmistakable sound. So you've got leads. Let's see, we've got some pads. Okay, pad, big flutters. Just the warmth of those. So what I want to do, I want to just kind of pull the Rhodes up a little bit, and because this is it's just like falling down a rabbit hole. Let's do perk, another perk, Mushroom King. Yeah, it's just so. So it's like a drum kit almost. And then with the ARP, we can go with the ARP and let's see. So let's see what we've got here. Let's see. So you can kind of play, program different drum things. Let's see. So we can put the steps in. Every time you play now, we can play it. I'm still learning about all this, but what I want to do just to have some fun, let's pull up like a part from like the piano, like the free piano, and so I'm going to pull the sustain. I'm going to drop it into part 1, and then let's take something from the chip tunes. Let's do like a pad. Let's do like a pad sound. Let's see. Yeah, everything ends. And I'm going to drop this one into slot number 2. Now, so this is just the piano. And now this is just the pad. Now watch what happens when I hit the morph. I'm going to morph the piano, take the piano from here and morph it into the pad. Now, yeah, turn the volume up here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go the other way. So we're going to take the piano and slowly morph it with the chiptune pad. So this is the piano by itself. And then you can always automate that morph control. And somehow it's taken both of those waveforms and interpolating them inside of each other. all that stuff is going on. And then we've got the effects. I love the shimmer verb. Let's see. It just creates all of this. Now I'm going to, okay, so the filter ladder is with the mod wheel. Now let's, I'm going to do CC1 and with that. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, now I'm going to be able to use the mod wheel to morph, and it's going to make the filter. So you can take up to 4 sounds, and they're working on a way that we can XY morph, and that's going to take this to another level. So let's do this. Let's pull up. Let's just pull up the piano, the program, and let's just see how this would work with. Just going to pull up my favorite Steinway patch here. Yeah, it's just got some history behind this. And this piano patch is free. It's the free 1928 Steinway. So they're giving that away free. So what I want to do, I want to take this and let's put the guitar in there. And so you go to part, and then this will open up. Like the different parts that are available. So let's see. Let's do the sustain of the guitar, the 1975. And so now this is layered. So I can turn the volume down. We can hear what. So that's just the guitar. And then the piano. Now let's morph these together. And you can kind of hear how it changes it. And let's morph it all the way. Let's put a little bit more of the piano in there. And I'm going to put I just put a shimmer verb in there. We've already got a plate, but we can add another one. We can put that rack in there and Yeah, Will, I agree. And Jazz Dude, yes, that guitar really had me. And if you watch the earlier video that I did when I first got SOUNDPAINT, I'm going to pull that ballad guitar. It's all, yeah, and $20 is just. Okay, what happened here? Okay, so let's see what we got here. There we go. it's something about the feeling of this guitar. It's just beautiful. I don't know exactly what it is, but, and again, it's just so immediate and playable. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's just the way that they played this. And here I go again. I'm gonna put the shimmer reverb in there. It sounds very realistic. Let's just kind of, just give it a touch. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I think it's that the construction of it is it's kind of like a really nice. Really cool. So yeah, that's a little bit of SOUNDPAINT. Let's just go back to the Rhodes. Someone had mentioned that they wanted to just kind of check out. Let me see. So we've got, let's see, Dressed with Shimmer Pad. It's like a neat. That's very nice. And Crazy Suit, okay, that's the Crazy Sustain. And let's see, VHS Vibes. Yeah, they've got the pitch being modulated. So one thing I wanted to show you, I'm gonna go back to the perk keys. That's gotta be, that's just my favorite Rhodes out of all of the ones, out of the presets in SOUNDPAINT. So we've got the DI, you've got a DI sustain, and let me just turn off these other two so we can just listen to the individual. So this is just like just the DI. So that's the direct signal. And now this one on zone number 2, it is another. Yeah, so that's the that gives you that little extra bite that you need. And then here at the very end on number 3, we've got the cabinet. So they mic the cabinet, so you get that. Let's see. Okay, that's the release. That's the releases. So when you combine all 3, that's where it happens. Yeah, let me see what I can. Let me see what I can do, Yves. Let's see. Oh man. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Man. Let's see. Oh, what is that one? You know, yeah. Let's see. I've got to practice a little bit more. But I spend my time listening to a lot of Joe Beam when we're driving around in the car. Let's just see. You know, it's all in my head. If I can just get it out of there into my fingers. Yeah, let's see. Oh, let's see, what is it? Oh, let's see. Let's see. Find the key. I find that Joe Beam he does a lot of chromaticism, especially like with Red Blouse. It just he's just going, just kind of walking it down. Just going right down. Just chromatic. Just beautiful, beautiful music. I love listening to them. So, man, thank you guys for joining me today. It's just been such an amazing journey. We've went to the planets, and we've went to Brazil, and we've kind of gone a little bit around the world, and it's just such a pleasure, guys. And yeah, I see. So until next time, just absolutely appreciate all the support. And man, please subscribe and like and do all those things. It just really helps the channel. And I tell you, a lot of you have been such a blessing, and I want to just continue to appreciate, just tell you how much I appreciate all of you. And thank you so much for being here today and going on this amazing journey with me. So until next time, this is Simeon from PraiseTracks.com, and I look forward to seeing you real soon. All right.